Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 4 of albums that are 30, almost said 40, 30 years old in 2022 as we look back on the great year of music, 1992. Lots of cool stuff coming up this month, including my pick for today, which released that year, 1992, on Magna Carta Records. It's their debut album. The band is from Pennsylvania, talking about Shadow Gallery. Self-titled. Produced by their member Carl Cadden James. All right. Progressive metal bands. If you like early Dream Theater and early Queensryche, it's kind of what you get here. You got Brent Allman on acoustic electric guitars, vocals. Mike Baker on lead vocals, the late great Mike Baker. Carl Cadden James on bass, vocals, flute, fretless bass, and Chris Ingalls on piano and keyboards. They would later beef up their lineup starting with the next album. They would add Gary Verkamp on keyboards, piano, and guitar and backing vocals. But this was the debut album, the beginnings of everything for Shadow Gallery. Long tracks, soaring vocal harmonies, lots of cool guitar riffs and solos, plenty of keyboards, interesting lyrical content. Again, I'm thinking, this is 92, so this was ironically released the same year as Dream Theater's Images and Words, but obviously a couple of years after When Dream and Day Unite. But I think that Shadow Gallery also had a penchant for bands like Rush and Queensryche and probably Yes and Kansas, that sort of thing, because you can hear little references here and there in some of the vocal harmonies and the arrangements and the song structures and things like that. A lot of great songs. I really like this album a lot. I bought this when it, fairly soon after it came out. I was a big fan of Shadow Gallery when they first emerged on the scene, as well as most of the rest of the Magna Carta label and the bands that were showing up on Magna Carta. The Dance of Fools kicks it all off. Great vocals from Mike Baker on this. Like I said, the choruses from this band are just absolutely dynamic and really memorable. You've got Dark Town, which is pushing 9 minutes. Everything on this album, is, with the exception of one song, is about 7 minutes plus. And you got one really, really long one. You got Mystified is the third song. Questions at Hand, good, heavy, melodic number. You got the Final Hour, that's the short one here on this one, just over 4 minutes. And then you got Say Goodbye to the Morning, which has absolutely haunting vocal harmonies. What a great chorus. Really good, memorable song. And then finishing it all off, track number 7 at 17 minutes and change, you've got The Queen of the City of Ice. Nice, big, epic, kind of fantasy-tinged lyrics and whatnot. Really, really special stuff. I like this album, I like this band. Let me see if I can get you a picture of the guys. Not really, but they're on the back of the album, or the back of the CD in this case. So that's them right there. Like I showed you before. Good stuff. Really good instrumentation. Quality production on this album and pretty much all of their albums. But, more importantly, what I always loved about this band, their use of backing vocals and vocal harmonies just absolutely spectacular. And, when you have a singer like Mr. Baker, you're going to expect that. So really, really good quality stuff. Their next album, to me, Carved in Stone, is their absolute masterpiece. But all the tools were already showing and being put together on this album. And great album cover, too, I think. But Carved in Stone, for me, is where they truly came into their own as a band. And yes, while they do have a lot of similarities with Dream Theater because they were basically contemporaries, I wouldn't really say they were ever ripping off Dream Theater. But if you like that sort of thing, big soaring vocal hooks, meaty guitars, lots of keyboard and guitar interplay, great rhythms, memorable songs, memorable harmonies, and things like that. I think you'll dig this. So if you haven't heard it, Shadow Gallery, self-titled from 1992, Magna Carta Records. Check it out. It's a good one. Really good band. This band never released a bad album. It's a shame they're not really doing much of anything anymore. They seem, I guess they're still together, but they haven't released an album since Digital Ghosts in 2009. Long time ago. So I'm not really sure what the deal is there, if we'll ever see anything else from these guys. I know, after Mike Baker died, it's got to be kind of hard to continue on after that. But we'll see, right? Never say never. Shadow Gallery self-titled. Let us know what you think of this album down below. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. Report back. Let us know what you think. And also list your pick for today, day 4, of albums that are 30 years old in 2022, looking back on 1992. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all together all the damn time. I am Pete Pardo. Stay tuned. We've got Friday Morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff and myself coming up right around the corner as we look back on some of our least favorite gatefold albums, inserts, right? The inner gatefold, right? We're looking at some of the ones that were some of our least favorites in this episode today. Tomorrow we've got the UK Connection with Simon Bray and Stephen Reed, and then on Sunday we've got album homework assignment with Mr. Eric Porter from In the Prague Seat as well as Scott Berry, so stay tuned for that. And then of course we start the week all over again with the Hudson Valley Squares on Monday. So I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow morning for another album that is 30 years old in 2022. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one. Bye-bye.